What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is here to bring you a one palette, 3 looks, and I'm gonna be using the Menagerie Violet ink palette. I just felt like creating a look today, and I really wanted to go ahead and just start working on this 3 looks with this palette. I have already done one video. I will have that link down below. This is the first look. Of course, I'm very much enjoying it. If you're wondering base wise, I'm gonna do pretty much the same base all 3 days because this is my base that I've really been enjoying. It will be linked down below. On my lips is Bittersweet from ABH in my project pan. But other than that, I don't want to have a very long intro. I just want us to get into the next 2 looks. So let's get into all 3 of the looks. So let's get to it. Alrighty guys, so like I said in the intro, today your girl is going to be doing a couple of looks with the Menagerie Violet ink palette. I think I'm gonna do 2 to 3 looks. I've already done one look, but I will link it down below. It was more of a first impression. I'd never used this palette before, and it was a full first impression about a bunch of new makeup, and I used this palette on my eyes. So now I want to do a couple more looks. This is pretty much, I only have 2 palettes that I really need to do some looks with, so I want to take my time and just kind of play with this. I haven't used makeup in a little while, so I want to go ahead and just have some fun with this baby. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I do need to prime my eyes. My base, if you are wondering, I did go ahead and of course do it off camera. If you want to know what I put on my base, it will be down below. It is pretty much the base routine that was just recently uploaded, so I will also have that video down below for you guys. But yeah, you guys know I'm loving this like blush draping situation. I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, it would be fun to see if I ever get pan in that one blush, because I really do enjoy nice cheek situation going on. So now both of my eyes are primed with my Smashbox Photo Finish Prime. Okay, so you guys are zoomed in. We're good to go. There is a mirror in this palette, which is always good. Let me take off the film so I can actually for real see. Perfect. Oh, this is good. All right, so like I said, my eyes are primed. First, what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and go into Ink Jet, and I'm gonna take this e.l.f. blending brush and just pack this on my outer V. Like I said in that first impression, this is pretty much like a blurple type color. So it's a very good way to deepen out your outer V, and especially with these like periwinkle kind of shades, it's a very good color to have. I am going to just blend out with this same brush. I think I'm actually gonna kind of let this go out a little bit and be a little crazy and be out of my box. Okay, so you see how that works? I know it's not super blended right now. Your girl will be blending more soon, but so I'm not too concerned. But anyways, yeah, so that is my outer V. I'm liking how that is laying out right now. I am going to blend that part out a little bit, and I'm actually going to go ahead and use, I think I'm going to go with Jellyfish. So Jellyfish is right here. I'm going to take a Wayne Goss, 1916, and this is going to just blend out that shade. And I am actually just going to bring this shade all into the crease as well. There's a lot of kick-up with this one palette. I don't remember if I said that in my first impression, but there definitely is a lot of kick-up, and I think I did, because I think I specifically said Jellyfish had the most kick-up, and I still stand firm with that. The two shades that I have used, they both have had kick-up in their own right, but it seems as though Jellyfish is like really just a lot of kick-up with that shade for whatever reason. Okay, and now I'm just going to use the product that's on my deeper brush just to blend that in, because I always feel as though that light shade Jellyfish kind of can mark over the other shade. So just doing a really nice blend between both brushes till I am satisfied. And I think I actually am satisfied, which is very, very good. So now what I'm gonna do is, what am I gonna do? I don't know. I think now I'm gonna go in with Mimic. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with Mimic, which is the lightest lid shade in this palette. Need to find a brush. I can't be bothered to cut my crease, so it's not going to be happening today. I'm just going to go into Mimic. Like I said, this is a Sephora Pro brush, and we are just going to slowly apply this. Okay, that was like a chunk of shadow just fell off my eye. Feel like the first impression I had that NYX glitter glue, so this shimmer just really shined, and it's just not very shiny. Like, it's not the metallic formula that I know from Menagerie Cosmetics, in my opinion. It's a lot stiffer in the pan and just drier on my eye. I am just going to go ahead and just work on blending that shimmer though with my matte. Just with the product that's left on the brush. I'm not adding any additional product at all. And there we go. And then what I actually am going to do is just take that same Wayne Goss brush and just make sure that I really blend in this inner part. Okay, I will work on my lower lash line in a second. Now it's time to do my inner corner. And for my inner corner, I think today I'm gonna do something a little funky. Let's see how it goes. I think I'm gonna try, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try and actually take Iron Grip, and I'm gonna actually put Iron Grip in my inner corner. I know it's a matte, and I know that's weird, but I just feel like doing it. I'm gonna take that as the base and see how I like it. It's just not light enough. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, actually let's just go ahead and take 3 Hearts, which is the darker shimmer. We're not gonna even lighten up this area. Yeah, that's different. People always use a lighter inner corner. I don't think I see very many people doing a dark inner corner. That is very different. Okay, so I'm not mad at that actually. I think that's unique and different. I'm gonna take this same ECM brush. This is the ECM G27. And I'm gonna take the Iron Grip shade, and that's gonna be blending out the, what is that shade? Ink Jet on my lower lash line. So the shade I'm putting on right now is Ink Jet, in case you're wondering. I'm sorry. I hope you guys can see it. I always wonder how people can do this and it actually work out. It never works out for me. I always have to be like eyeing it like a hawk down there. Okay, now I'm gonna just take that same brush and take Iron Grip, like I said, and just blend it out. And this is the finished look. Very, very easy, very quick. I'm just gonna take this same Wayne Goss brush and just kind of go around all of the edges. Nothing crazy, just going around the edges. I am gonna hop off camera really quickly. I'm going to figure out what I want to put on my lips. I'm gonna do some eyeliner, mascara, and then I will come back to show you guys my first finished look. So I will be right back. Alrighty guys, so I have finished up my eye look and this is what it looks like. And I think this looks really, really good. I think it came out really, really nice. It definitely is different than the look that I did in my previous video, and that's what I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying that I'm able to get at least two distinctly different looks. I think I am gonna try and get another 2 looks in this video. Specifically, I'm very intrigued to see what other combinations I can create with this baby. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow or in the next video. I will see you guys in a second with another look. Hey, yeah. So just got home from work and your girl wants to keep the momentum going with this 3 looks 1 palette. But I couldn't be bothered to actually do my base first. So we're gonna just go ahead and do the eyes first today. I'm thinking today is gonna be an even darker, smokier look than I did yesterday. I'm probably gonna use the same brushes because who has time, okay? Like, who has time? So I am gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit more. If you're wondering what's on my lips right now, it's my Linda Hallberg Fanta Stick in the purple one. I'll figure out the name and put it on the screen for you guys. But I use that as like a chapstick at work. So yeah, I'm almost finished with that actually. But anyways, that's not why we're here. I am going to take the shade Octopi, and that is going to be my transition shade today. Like I said, I want this to be a darker look overall. So I'm not going to be using my really light shades in this palette. I'm just going to use the darker shades. And I think I'm going to do a different shape for me. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm going to try and do like a cut crease halo. I'm going to see if I can do it. We shall see. And this is a Sigma, this should be an E40. Yeah, E40. Haha. Ooh. So. And I'm just building it up so it's making a really nice complete circular area, and then I'm taking the edge of the brush at the edge of this shade and just blending the edges. I might take a clean brush in a second, but yeah. How are you guys doing? I know this is a tutorial, so, and this is like in between 2 other days, so it's gonna take a little while to get up, but how are you guys doing? Your girl's on a struggle bus, as I feel like I always am when I get on here, but I'm trying to be very optimistic and just see the happy things in life, you know? I'm considering going to see a movie. I'm gonna be seeing some friends this weekend. I've been doing a lot of like social events, which is not me, but it's interesting. So I'm excited for all the social events that I'm being forced to go to. And it's helping me to breathe, because right now school is not helping me to breathe at all. Now I'm gonna take my Sonia G brush. I think this is like the Blender Pro or something. And I'm just taking that, I did wipe it off, just taking it over the edges, attempting to just make this line a little less harsh and just a little more blended. I might get a different brush as well, but actually, yeah, I shouldn't have used this. I know exactly what brush I should have used. I should have used this one right here, my Wayne Goss number 16. So that's what I'm actually gonna use. This is nice and fluffy and really just good at blending things out. Yes, I just closed my eyes. Child, I don't even know. Don't even know. Now I'm going to take that same Sonia G brush that I was attempting to blend out and I realized it didn't work. And I'm going to go into Ink Jet, which is the darkest purple. And I'm just going to darken up the crease now with this purple. I might have to go with a smaller brush. We will see how this works. I'm hoping that this will do exactly what I want it to do, which is just to deepen this up. Okay, it's not being as concentrated as I want it to be. I want it to be very concentrated, very pigmented. So I'm gonna go with this tighter brush. This is a J5523 from Hakuhodo. And I'm just gonna kind of very just like pack this in. And I'm quite literally like just jabbing it into where my lids crease, if you're wondering. And that's kind of how I'm deciding how this is gonna go. And then we're just gonna blend. Now, unfortunately, there's not too much of a difference between these two shades on my eyes. I was hoping it's gonna be a lot more dramatic, but it's not, but it's okay. If I wasn't doing a tutorial, I would throw some black in here, which, I mean, let's face it, everybody has a black, so I could do that. But I like to stay in the palette that I'm using when I do these looks, so I'm gonna do my best not to reach for a black. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is completely cut my lid. I am gonna go ahead and use my NYX glitter glue for this, which is somewhere. There it is. And this is a really good like lid cutter product. So if you've been having trouble getting shades to really show up or adhere to your lid, or even just like having trouble actually cutting your lid, I would actually recommend this product, because to me it's good. And what I like to do is just go along my baseline, look up, and cut from there. Okay, so now that I'm actually really taking the time to look at my eye, I can see the difference between the two shades. It's just, you only see it, it's a faint difference. It's not as dramatic, like I said, as I was expecting and or wanting. but it's okay. Okay, and so now what I'm gonna do is take that same flat brush in the darkest shade Ink Jet, and that is going to be just layered right here on the outer edges of that cut crease part. And this is just kind of to create an illusion. At least it's supposed to. We'll see if it actually does. Okay, and I think that's pretty good actually. And then I'm just going to take that same brush that I used and I'm going to go into the lightest shade, which is Mimic. And that's going to go right down the middle. Now it's still a little chunky like it was before, but it's definitely more metallic in nature. I hope you guys can see that through the camera. Okay, and what I'm going to do is just take that same brush and just go along the edges. I'm just going to go back and forth between both of these brushes. I'm not going to touch the upper part. The upper part I'm just going to leave to be great, but I want this part to kind of really just blend. You know? Am I still recording? Oh, I am. Okay, good. Okay, I think that's good for my upper lid area. Now I am going to hop off camera, do the rest of my face. This is actually looking pretty decent. I actually like this. Oh, you know what? No, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna add, darn it, I should have done that. Look at me and look at me. Let me see if I can kind of finesse to add it now. I'm going to take the other side of my Sephora brush and I'm going to go into Jellyfish, which is the lightest shade, the lightest matte. And I'm just going to kind of add it. That was a mistake. Mistake. Abort. Abort. I see all these Instagrammers doing it and I'm like, oh, you can do it too. No, you can't. You're not skilled. Get it together. Realize your skill level. Okay, we're just gonna, oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna finesse and fix this eye because I botched it per usual. And by the time I'm back, hopefully it looks halfway decent again. So yeah, I will be right back. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead and did my base, and you know, I was thinking like, I want a black on my outer V. And yes, it's not in this palette, but if you have a makeup collection, you have a black. So just use a black if you want to recreate this look. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this black on the outer and inner corners of this look. I just really just want this to be a nice, deep, smoky look. And this is a very, very pigmented black. This happens to be from my Lorac Pro 2. So very, very pigmented. And I'm just going to blend it out further with the shade that the brush that I use with the darkest shade in the palette. And I'm not going to do too much blending because I really don't want that black to go everywhere, but I needed a little bit more depth. And on that note, with the whole we're just going to be a rebel and not actually use all the shades for this tutorial. I'm also going to sneak out and get an inner corner highlight because I already used the lightest shade. I was going to get my Cleona singles, but I can't be bothered to find them. So I'm just going to go and use this one from Pretty For Your Face. It's in Falcure, and it kind of has a bluish reflect, but it not kind of, it does have a blue reflect, but it's a white like base in the pan. So I thought it would be interesting to add this to the mix of this palette in this look. So I am happy. It'd be even better if it was a purple, but I cannot be bothered to go find a light purple, even though I have plenty. I can't be bothered to actually go get one. Now I want to go ahead and do my lower lash line. This is a rougher brush. I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick with this brush because it's nice and small. I am going to first not use this brush. First I'm going to find, okay, that was completely unnecessary. Actually, let me just go ahead and use this brush. I'm going to use this rougher brush, and I am going to take the ink jet in this palette and my black, and I'm just going to mix those on my brush, and then I'm going to go right up against my lower lash line. And both of these shades are very pigmented, so I should theoretically be able to do both of my eyes. I'm sorry. So theories away, I was able to do both of my eyes. Okay, now time to blend that out. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend it out with the Octopi shade, which is the shade that I used as a transition. And this is a Wayne Goss brush, in case you were wondering. So it wasn't as rounded shaped as I wanted, but I still am enjoying this look. I am going to just go ahead and take the same liner that I put in my waterline yesterday, which is NYX's White Smoke. I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my waterline. I'm going to zoom out and come back with my lips finished too, and we can just wrap this look up. Alrighty, now this is the finished look. And I am very happy about how everything came out. I of course will have everything listed down below. I of course had to pull out my Project Pan lipstick, at least for one of these looks. You knew it had to happen. In my base, normal, everything that I did yesterday and I've been doing for the past month or so. And that's it. I don't have anything else to say. This is look number 2. Stay tuned. In a minute, I'll be doing look number 3, and I'm going to be focusing in on the more warmer tones from this palette because I've been focusing more on the cooler tones these last 2 days. So yeah, let's get to it. Alrighty guys, so I'm here to do my last look with my Menagerie Cosmetics Violet Ink palette. Like I said yesterday, I'm going to be focusing on the warm tones today, and I'm going to do pretty basic look. I don't want it to be very extravagant or anything. I just want to kind of do a new look. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take Jellyfish and just really just get that all in my transition area and in my crease. I have already primed with my Smashbox 24-hour primer, and I have already done a majority of my base. That will be listed down below as per usual, and I did stick to the exact same base that I have done for the first 2 looks like I said I would. So very few changes except for my lip products, as I tend to do with these 3 looks 1 palettes. As the other days, this shade is going beautifully onto my complexion, even without a white base. I think it really does pop off my skin, which is a very important thing for me. I really enjoy using white bases, but I enjoy even more having a shade that I don't need to use a white base for, that is in this pastel-ish realm. And I think this is a very, very pretty shade. I am gonna just go ahead and apply this to my outer V area. And as I've said the first 2 days, this is definitely the most powdery product, or not product, this most powdery shade of all of them in this palette. So do keep that in mind when you are going into this product. You may hit pan quicker if you don't really just, oh crud, if you don't use the excess product that you may have already produced. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is just take a semi-clean brush. I did just clean it off of my switch, and I'm just gonna go right around the edges just to make the edges a little bit lighter and just kind of all together. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and take this same brush, and now I'm gonna go into Iron Grip, which is right here. It's the other kind of warm purple. And this is just going to go really in the inner part of my lid. Now this is a warmer purple than the one that I put down, and it's slightly darker, not overly darker, but it is slightly. And I'm just gonna use that just to build up this area. And I am, like I said, just using that same brush I put that first shade on. So yeah, I'm just focusing the product a little bit more with my application. Okay, I'm loving how this came out. Now what I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut my lid quickly. My brushes are extremely dirty right now, so I have to find a brush. This is, I think, a BH brush from their Marble collection. I am going to go ahead and use my NYX glitter glue whenever I can find it, and then I will come back to apply my lid shade with you guys. So I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so my lid is cut, and now I'm just gonna go straight into Mimic, which is the lightest shade in this palette right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that shade on the same brush that I used to cut my lid and just apply this shade all over my lid. Now this shade is pretty crumbly, like I said that first time I applied it, but with a little patience and a steady hand, you can get this to really just go right on your lid beautifully. And this is a duochrome, if I hadn't said before. It kind of has like a gray like undertone, or gray like reflect, if you will. I don't even know how to explain it, but it is a very, very pretty shade. Although the formulation to me just is not the best. Okay, and that is it for my lid. I'm just gonna go ahead and really quickly do my lower lash line with you guys. I need to find a semi-clean brush. This is dirty. Okay, this seems clean. This is just a Sonia G Smudger 2, and I'm just gonna take iron grip and put that right under my lower lash line, and then blend it out with a little bit of jellyfish. So that's that. And then I'm just going to take, you know what, I'm just going to take that same brush I used in my crease, the really fluffy one. I'm going to add some jellyfish on the very upper part, and we're just going to blend. And I am okay if this gets really far low. I'm okay if this gets really low and exaggerated. I just went ahead and grabbed the powder brush that I used to set my under eyes. Now I need to do my inner corner. I am just going to go ahead and use a lighter shade than I have in this palette because I've already used the lightest shade on my lid. I personally prefer to get something that's even brighter to accentuate that area. And because I need to use it, or I could use something in here. No. So because I'm attempting to use it more, I'm going to go into a palette that I got last Halloween season. And we're going to see if one of these shades will work. I don't honestly recommend this palette, which is why I'm not really, I guess I can tell you the name of it. This is, I don't even know the name of it, but the brand is Oh My Glitter Cosmetics. I honestly really don't recommend this palette. It's not worth its cut or weight in gold at all, but like I said, I have it, so I want to get my use out of it. And I don't like the finish, so I just sprayed my brush to try and get it to be a little bit more metallic. And it's pulling a blue on my lid, even though I know it has a purple reflect, which isn't a bad thing. So now that I have applied my inner corner highlight, if you don't like this color, if you like to use the same lid color, go for it. I just like to really just brighten up that area just a teeny bit more with a lighter color than what's on my lid. I am going to go off camera. I'm going to do my waterline and I'm going to do my mascara, finish up the rest of my base, and then I will be back to show you guys the full look completed. And yeah, then that'll be it for this video. So I will be right back. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. This is the third look in my 3 looks 1 palette. As I said before, I am using the same cheek products. I forgot my highlighter. So I have everything on my face now. Everything of course will be listed down below as always. It is going to be the exact same base products every day this in this video. So yeah, the lip product is my ABH Bittersweet with a little bit of Hudson in the middle. And yeah, nothing else is changed. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I am going to zoom in very quickly so that you guys can see the look in its full glory. There we go. And that is it. Either before or after, like always, I will be having my review when it comes to this eyeshadow palette up. I typically have been getting the review up first because it's easier to edit, but I will be having this review and the tutorial up back to back. So do stay keep a lookout for it. If you like this video, if you like these eye looks that I was able to create, please do go ahead and subscribe and give this video a like. I really do appreciate it. It helps me show that you guys are enjoying what I am providing for you guys. If not, I need to evaluate what I am doing. But yeah, I think that's it. I don't have anything else to say. As always, y'all, it has been real.